We got
All right. So I'll stop my screen share.
All right.
It says preparing to live stream meeting, setting up your meeting for YouTube Live.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, buddy.
Woo!
Oh my God!
It says preparing to
That
meeting,
was
setting up your meeting for
insane.
YouTube Live.
I'm prepared.
Yeah, buddy.
When all else fails, go for the blueberry.
Oh my God! I just can't believe.
You know what I'm saying, Keto?
All
Party
right.
time, y'all. Party time. Let's do it.
Whatever.
Let's do it.
Well, when all else fails, go for the blueberry.
All right.
Come on, brother.
Oh yeah, Michelle! Holy
Hey,
shit!
everybody! Hey, kill all that background noise, y'all. Let's get into it.
When all else fails, go for the blueberry.
All right.
Come on, brother.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I gotta kill her.
Oh yeah, Michelle! Holy.
Yeah.
Well, we're on. Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right. Welcome to everybody.
Hello, people.
What you doing out there? We
Can you
welcome
send me
to
the link to share, Jeremy?
It's our YouTube channel. Yeah, let me see what I can do here. I'm copying it right now. We're just sharing this link, folks, and then we're gonna take some questions and do some stuff.
Share it with Johnny so I can.
Share it with me, Jeremy. Jeremy.
I'm gonna email. My best move here is to email it to you guys.
That's fine.
Jeremy, what's email?
What is that the question? What is email?
Wait, no, I figured it out.
Extra.
Okay.
Electronic. Electronical.
All right. So we're currently sharing this link to Facebook so people can dig it. 1 second.
We lost our leader.
Take me to your leader.
Take us to your leader. Oh, he did it, but he sent it from Beth's address. That's always so funny.
All right. Well,
You think you're gonna get an email from Jeremy, but it's really from Beth.
the old switcheroo.
It's always the old switcheroo.
I got this.
Or put it on headphones.
It's okay. I can hear.
Well, that's how I have to hear it, I guess. Or maybe we should mute this. No, that's going to interfere
No,
with them.
because there's a time delay.
Oh, right.
All right.
All right. Let's get into it, y'all. People are watching. So.
Yeah, for sure. Can somebody share it to our Facebook page?
Yep.
I'm going to do that.
Okay.
So what are we gonna watch tonight, Jeremy?
So we have our show from Bridgeport on.
Pre-corona?
It's definitely if it's a show, it's definitely pre-corona.
Right before Corona made its lasting mark on all of us.
It was a Friday. It was my birthday.
It was, so yeah, that's the big news about this show. It's Johnny's birthday show.
Oh, it's Johnny's birthday.
The pressure was on. I had to play good that night.
Quite a celebration of sorts.
It's a blast. I love.
What's that like,
I have
Johnny?
a gig.
Is it a lot of pressure to play a birthday show?
No,
So,
not at all. But I prefer to have a gig on my birthday because then it makes it a real celebration.
Johnny, I couldn't agree more. I played on my birthday the last 4 years in a row. Best way to spend your birthday.
Yeah, I usually do
Absolutely.
Bob Marley's party because I'm born on Bob Marley's birthday.
You
so I
got-
do Bob party.
You got
more
plenty of
people
time
to
to sit
You
around.
guys
and watch
know your
TV.
famous birthday doppelgangers? Is it a doppelganger when it's a birthday?
Not mine.
I just posted, but all of a sudden it disappeared.
All right, well, let's not worry about that. Let's get into this show here. We got to talk.
Yeah, let's listen.
Let's not worry about the tech stuff right
I
now.
thought there was a really nice jam at the end.
Yeah.
There's a
whole
lot
thing.
going on this show.
Yeah, this is, we picked this show. It's one of our, I guess, probably one of the best shows we played all year, actually. Definitely the best pro shot coverage we have by the one and only MK Devo, Dave Peck.
Yes.
Yes.
My boy.
It was
Pete
our best
Pico
video.
Doing lights that night, too. Made the stage look great.
Yeah, Pete Spadaro, that really looks.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was there. He crushed that. That
Yep.
was really cool.
So it's just a
I remember
really,
looking at the lights a lot and being like, "Whoa,
right.
lights are cool."
I was
Nice.
tripping, man.
on our YouTube channel. Can you refresh?
You were peeking?
I was peeking, man, with those lights.
Oh, man.
Yo, guys, I say we get into some music real quick to give the people what they want, and then we'll come back and answer some questions after.
Yeah, post the jam.
And please write in and make comments, and we can answer on the next
What time
break.
is this gonna be?
All right, win some, lose some.
Oh, that was my choice.
Yeah, the opener right off the top.
I chose that one.
Also, before we go in, real quick shout out to my little cousin Lorenzo, who's watching right now.
What up, Lorenzo?
I see it working.
And my
Memphis
cousin
Mark.
We're watching too. So
Mark and Steve.
Can somebody confirm that this is working and it's live? Just want to make sure that it's.
It's working, baby.
it's working, dude. Let's get into it.
Oh,
Let's get into it.
Somebody give a
Working.
shout. Give a shout.
Well, I'm gonna click it, and there it is. I see it.
She sees it. Michelle sees it.
I'll start this bad boy up if you want.
yeah, start her up.
All right, I'll start this bad boy up right here.
Jams.
No pun intended.
Oh, the
Start
link.
Start it
The
up.
link is not working from Facebook, so that's what's not.
Start it up and one.
I just clicked the link on Facebook. It's working.
All right, I'm gonna get this thing going here. So
It sounds real good on the studio monitors, Josh. You can really hear the
Although
bass.
it's called,
Oh, yeah?
it's called Jeremy Hilliard Zoom meeting. It's not
Je-
called P.
It's called Jeremy Hilliard Zoom meeting.
Hey, Beth. All right, so we're gonna fire this up. So what we're gonna do here is, what was our idea to maybe share everybody's favorite moments, whether it be a jam, a song.
yeah, we're gonna skip around a little bit, right? You know, this is the opener for the show.
Right before you kick it, Keto, let me just share one thing. Is that cool?
Sure. Yeah. Whatever you gotta do.
Do what you gotta do.
Do what you gotta do. Whatever you gotta do.
Hey.
Where did it go? Oh, I have it right here. Oh, here we go.
Watching now.
Share this right here. Okay. I got it. Just to kick it off, so we all know what day it was.
What's
February 28th.
Oh,
It's Johnny's birthday. It's Johnny's birthday. And we would like to wish him all a birthday bell. It's Johnny's birthday. It's Johnny's birthday. And it's so nice to have you back to be our guest. And Johnny's birthday. And Johnny's birthday. We'd like to wish you what you would wish yourself. On Johnny's birthday, it's Johnny's birthday, and it's so good to have you back from on the show. And it's so good to have you back from on the show.
Okay, just had to do that real
that
quick.
was incredible. I'm
That's
so
the
glad you
move.
did that. That
That's
made me really happy.
That's the last song on Johnny. What album is that the last song on?
I don't know, but it made me peak.
All things must.
I
all
mean, that
things
whirly
must come
burly
to a-
thing, tape loop, Beatle-esque, whatever it was, man.
Well,
I think you got to
got
play
it.
that song so I can come down.
Yeah.
Live some, lose some.
You got it as Beatles-esque. That's the last thing on George Harrison's "All Things Must Pass," 1971.
Oh, okay, that's I could tell. It was just like, God damn.
Anyway, all right. So we're gonna go through. So everyone's gonna pick some favorite moments. That was our idea here. Who wants to go first? Was Keto going first?
Well, I was just gonna say this song, "Win Some," was my choice. It was
Is
my,
it? Oh, okay. All
it was
right.
my choice, and it's the first song, so you can
All right.
tell it's a real deep cut, but it gets real funky, and that's why it was my choice because I like the funk. I like to funk. I like the funk. And,
All right.
Oh, baby.
Let me
It's
bring
good.
it up. Let me bring it up. Okay.
It's Johnny's birthday.
That was ridiculous.
Man, that was amazing.
So this is the first song. This is the first song on the at the show that we played, and it's not one of the videos that we released. We didn't release this one initially, so most people, I guess, haven't seen this. feature
Probably
version.
because we played really good.
All right, we're ready. I'm gonna share
Yeah,
this.
dive into it, yo.
Okay. All right.
Keto's been ready. He wants the
All
funk.
right.
Bring on the music, man.
Keto wants the funk.
Here we go. Win some, lose some. Sorry.
And I'll tell you what, it's not that hard to be happy. The day is done. Only gonna say it once. You win some, you lose some. It's just the way it goes, son. Discover what kind of man I was, but I met some crazy mama with a smoking gun, and I got stung, but I still love New York City in the morning sun. Under the sky above, you win some, you lose some.
Third
All right, so
I like the
Bro.
hey at the end from Johnny. That was good, Johnny.
I gotta share a really funny little tidbit that happened while we were watching that. My cousin from Brooklyn, Mike, tunes in, and Josh, talking to you, goes, "Hey, look, Rob Zombie's in the band."
Daddy, I look even more like Rob Zombie now that I have my corn beard on.
It's a compliment. It's a good thing.
Oh, dude, I'm so down. You know, who was it? It was Eric. Eric like shared on Facebook a picture of the Allman Brothers the other day. He's like, "Is that Josh Porter?"
I did see that.
So that's good. I could be Barry Oakley or Rob Zombie. Those are all cool dudes.
Take your pick.
Yeah.
Those
You
are
can
cool
switch.
dudes right there.
Different day of the week. Rob.
Yeah.
The other guy.
Monday morning, I'm Rob Zombie. Tuesdays, I'm Barry Oakley.
Saturday. Saturday's a big day.
Yeah, Sunday,
Rob
I
Zombie.
think
Saturn's
Sunday,
day.
I think I'm JC, if you know what I mean. All right. So what'd you guys think? That was a sick jam. I thought Johnny's scatting was pretty nice.
Thanks, buddy.
Pretty dope
Thanks.
indeed.
I did
that
that for
was
you.
cool. Yeah, that was cool.
Was that for me?
I was thinking of you, Josh, when I did. I said,
Aw.
Josh is gonna like this.
Isn't that funny how you thought that and then I said that I liked it?
I know, that's exactly what I was thinking as I was doing it. I said, oh, well, at least I'll get one vote for this. The other guys will probably hate it, but at least I know the bass player is going to like it.
That's cool. I'm also feeling like I'm super predictable, but that is cool.
I liked it too, Johnny. Yeah, I thought you did a good job of getting out of the scatting because that's a hard one to stop once you start.
When you
And that
start scatting, when do you stop? That's
when
so
you
tough.
stop. So at that time you stopped at the right spot. It was really cool. That was
And I
good.
got that scream in where you wanted it, the riff. You know, at the end.
Yes, that was nice.
Yes.
You got a
I
comment.
like it when you go off a little on the vocals. It's nice, Johnny.
You got to get,
We
you
got
got to
a
get a little
comment from
Aretha
Skeeter.
Franklin in there.
Yeah, you do. Johnny Young, Queen of Soul.
Get your Aretha on.
Can any of you guys see the comments?
Get your James.
I can't really see them.
Man, I have to be honest with you guys. I can't even find it on YouTube. I'm just tech. I can't do it. I saw the link you sent
Michelle's
me.
on there.
I was on
Okay.
there. Gotta find it
Beth
again.
can see
it. Josh.
I see it.
She sees it.
As long as
share
other
it with
people can
Josh.
figure it out,
Yeah, let me
Share it well with all the other guys. See if
let
they
me
see.
share.
She's gonna share.
Let's talk about what we got next in queue. What do we got lined up here? We
Yeah.
got,
Well, that was my choice. So who wants to go next? I already chose one.
Let me just mention the comments real quick. So they are a
What do we
couple.
got?
Comments. So
Should
we
I
got
share it with you in a text or a email?
we got
Email to Chuck.
No, I'm
we
asking.
got Peter coming in saying that it got funky at the end. So
He's
I'll go
right.
with
Is that what Skeeter said?
Peter's correct.
that. Peter says Mike Locke says
Never stop, never stopping, never scatting.
never stop, never stopping,
Never scatting.
never.
Oh, it never stop scatting. Well, there's an alternate take then, isn't it? Because we were saying that there's a special moment, but he's
Oh.
saying
Never
You said
stop, never stopping,
stop.
never scatting. I don't know what that means.
We don't quite know what that
I
means.
deciphered it. I think it's smart.
That means he wants Mike Locke wants Johnny to go full Ella Fitzgerald next time. I think
Yeah.
that's
Aretha.
I don't think the band would like that too much.
I'd like it.
except for Josh. You know Josh was
You're so predictable.
I'm so predictable.
Ah,
So yeah, who is next? Who's gonna go next?
Hey, if we're gonna run down the set list, why don't we go? We hit that "What It Is About Her" into "Choppy Water." It's a big block.
Is that your pick?
That was my pick. I had to go with that one. It's a big
All
block.
right.
We might be sitting here for a good 15 minutes, but it's worth it.
it's good though.
Okay.
I think I could use.
I
the
was-
50s.
I was a little confused at the drum pattern you threw in there on the transition. Now I was like, is something wrong with the speaker? What is that weird sound?
Are you talking about the?
And then I
patch that
finally
used?
figured out it sounds like fingers popping.
You're talking about the synthesizer patch that I use?
There's some sort of like.
Yeah. That's
I was like, what? I thought something was wrong with my shit.
yeah. Well, it sounded better on the video
Yeah, it probably did.
in the room.
Was it
I'll
finger
take a moment.
popping?
Keto's like, listen to the playback, bro.
Yeah.
Playback.
You'll hear it in this next segment. You can tell me what you think after.
Check the playback.
It's all good, bro.
And I like this segment a lot because I get to use the set of electronics that I set up on stage. A lot of live looping kind of stuff. So both of these songs, "What It Is About Her" and "Choppy Water," both use that kind of backing drum loop to kind of add some extra layers and dimensions to the tune. So
Right, which is super
Good.
cool.
yeah,
I like it. I like it because I tease a steel pulse groove in the jam somewhere.
No. You do a constant F, which is unbelievable because you never do a constant note.
I do a constant F.
Yeah,
Water jam.
it like turns into
That is not. That's not predictable. That was
No, it was
unpredictable job
absolutely
right
not.
there.
I'm just going to explain to
Totally unpredictable.
totally cool. Everybody just was playing hot that night.
the I just want to explain to people what Keto was talking about and Johnny's talking about. They both have digital sampler in his keyboards and in Keto's drum. You'll notice that Keto has multiple computers surrounding his drum kit. So they both have lasers and they both have a lot of other things that Josh and I will look around and be like, who's shooting these lasers off? And it could be
could go either way, me or Johnny.
I don't know.
I have lasers in my eyes.
Yeah, you get a lot of like Star Wars flashback where I'm like, am I on like the frozen battlefields of Hoth right now? Or is this a show?
Yeah, right.
So also these two songs were just real quick on how they were written, just because they were written back to back, and it was the first time that I'd ever gotten a synthesizer hooked up to Logic. It's like a 1 octave or 2 octave little thing, and I was just messing around with the synthesizer for the first time in my whole life, and they just both songs came out in like a couple of weeks. So these two songs, kind of interesting.
Yeah. Hey,
You did a
another,
beautiful job.
quick little
beautiful
tidbit.
job.
My buddy Pete Kozak from Ficus called me out and said I look like an albino Spike Lee. So for the Rob Zombie comment, I had to share that one for a little reflection.
Woo!
That's an amazing comment. Thank you for that comment.
No fentanyl in the.
Rob Zombie's funny, but that's really funny. Albino Spike Lee.
I like
I'll take it, man. Spike Lee's the man. I love that.
I'm gonna
guy.
have to recover from that one. Dude, I like your. Is that a Denver Kush Club hat?
So this,
Yes, this was a gift from the lovely people at the Kush Club in Denver.
Dude, hook me up, bro.
Yeah, let's go back to Denver, I guess.
Go to Denver.
Next
What
time.
club?
no sleep till Denver.
Yeah.
I'll throw out one more comment and I'm going to hit play on this, and this is just, I'm sure a lot of people are saying this right now, but this was our last, the end of our winter tour, which was our second tour for the four of us, fall and winter. And we were really starting to get somewhere. And then we played the two streamed shows from Johnny's studio right when this all started before we were quarantined. And it was just, I'm just amazed at how the improv and the jams were developing. I thought the last two shows, the stream shows, that we were playing in a different way than we'd ever played before. Although it does develop incrementally, but it's just crazy. I can't wait to play again. Anyway, just throwing that.
2020, you know,
both, man.
like get as good as like we've ever gotten, and then it's like, see ya.
Well, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna try to do one of those, you know, what do you call those things? Acapella. You know,
Yeah,
maybe in a couple of weeks
Yeah.
we'll try to do that.
Yeah, we'll give that a shot.
all right, we're
We're
gonna
gonna like
watch.
maybe Glide or something like that. We'll just do Glide acapella.
That works. You
I
guys-
hit the button.
I'm gonna hit the button. So
This is actually two songs. We're doing What It Is About Her, and then we kind of do a quick transition into Choppy Water. So we're actually getting two songs right now in this treatment here.
Two
Two.
for one.
That's it, brother.
Two
2 for 1
songs.
special.
why is my set list not coming up on here? This should have. So crazy. All right, I gotta find this. Hold on. It
Yeah,
should-
you know, Jeremy, you're going to 1 hour and 4 minutes in.
All right, thank you. If you click, well, here I'll do it. Here, let me. A screen. All right. So
Keto on the timestamp there.
the timestamp should be there, but for some reason they're not showing like everything.
Yep, hour 4 minutes at the start of that track.
You got it. Okay.
Keto's solving things in Johnny.
Should I do a whole tone scale or something? You know.
Yeah, give us the whole tone scale.
Here we go. Hold on. Screen share. There we go.
You're good with it.
That's not it.
That's the end of the barometric jam.
Yeah, that's barometric.
We just released a live thing called Hot Clips, and check it out.
There we go.
That doesn't sound like. Okay, there we go.
Shake my head and laugh out loud. Just keep telling myself, don't be stupid now. But my mind keeps coming back to where it's clear. And each time the world around me disappears. And I know I don't know what it is about it, but I know I want to know everything. And I know I don't know what it is about it, but then nothing in my head has been making any sense since I left. And I try and stay calm,
This is currents flowing in an endless circle.
caught my yells, but there are a couple moments where I just had to yell. It was just so
Yeah,
soft.
man, I don't blame you at all.
Johnny,
I like that.
One moment. There was this one moment where you were soloing, and the smile on your face on the Zoom was the exact same smile that your face was during the solo at the same time, and it was wild. I was like, that's the same. That's the same.
That's funny.
I
So you know Johnny's feeling it.
Your face. It's the same face.
You mean on Jeremy's face?
No, it was your
My
face.
face?
Your face, buddy. Your face. It was you were soloing, and your face while you were playing keys was the same face as when you were. And I was like,
Hilarious.
Two faces.
it's just like, man, he really digs those licks, man. You can tell.
See, I was starting to get it now. I was listening harder to the patterns. You know, this was some nice things. It was like 1, 2, ta, 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 2, ta, ta,
Yeah,
with
those
the
little,
claps and you know,
little
just to
rhythmic
add
breaks.
just to add a little more pizzazz to the beat.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
nice.
I like to slowly introduce new rhythmic patterns throughout. You know, especially a 4 on the floor kind of style jam like that.
Yeah, I just couldn't.
Consistent.
I was like, what is it? It just wasn't coming through, I guess, right before.
Yeah. I mean, for a 10-minute 4 on the floor kind of jam, you have to find ways to
Yeah.
sing and
It
break
must
it up.
be really fun to be a drummer.
It's a freaking blast, man. I'll tell you that.
You enjoy that?
Well, he's making it
Oh, I
more
like it.
fun by adding in more modern,
And then just put New York.
more modern stuff into it.
What was
So
that,
he's
Jeremy?
making-
Are you
he's making it
discussing
more
what's
fun.
for dinner?
So I'm no.
What are you
I'm
eat
gonna.
after this?
I love that Choppy Water Jam. It was really starting to develop. Like Johnny mentioned, Josh took it to the 1 chord, which was a huge deal. And then
The one.
the
Yeah,
next,
we stopped in the asteroid belt there, buddy. That was the asteroid belt.
the next night in New York, that jam got even to the next level, and we're about to post the link. It's not the audio quality is just an audience recording. We're gonna post the link. It's on archive.org to the Choppy Water from New York the next night, which was
And Jeremy, that I only started doing that little melody with the harmony with his reggae thing, maybe the gig before that gig, which is now like, I gotta remember that. I gotta learn how to play that part again because that part was like,
Are
You know,
talking
we were
about
growing.
Are you talking about my
We were
little
growing.
reggae thing?
talking about during the What It Is About Her jam.
yeah, they're not, because I had only come up with that the night before. And so really, like you were saying, these pieces are the jams are growing when
I'll
we
tell
start
you my
coming up
favorite
with,
thing about
you know,
Which isn't very reggae, but my favorite thing about that is when you drop into that like super filthy halftime. And it feels like almost like, I don't know, like just dirty grunge rock alternative 90s just
Yeah, totally, bro.
just
Especially
I
at
love
that tempo too, because you know that jam sits at like 126, I want to say. So you know the halftime feel is like a cool 75 or 74.
Dude.
Math is for
Watch your math
that
there.
math, people at home.
You're better at drums than math. No, I'm just kidding.
64, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 64. Let's go with that one.
Well, it's gonna take me a second.
I know that there's 2/8 and a quarter.
Wait, now
Yeah.
I'm stuck on this. What's happening?
I know the important math of how to break up, different kinds of rhythms. Forget about an algebra test, though. Don't even bother with that.
No, that was a good pick. That was long. So yeah, if anybody's got any questions out there, now's the time. And I will reiterate what Josh was saying. Johnny was all smiles this whole night. I think he had a very good birthday on the road, and it's
I did.
a nice video to watch. He's quite happy. A lot. Of
I did another birthday. It was in England, and my birthday was on I think a Wednesday, and I had a really bad cold, and I was hardly getting any sleep. And I literally, by the third night of this really bad cold and singing, I almost thought I was gonna fall asleep standing up on the stage. I was that tired, but we got through the gig, and
Who are
you
you
know.
on tour with?
When it calls for playing and you have a chance to play rock and roll.
Who are you on the road
Yeah, on tour with Bloodroot.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
And so, you know, man, you know, what you got to do it, you know?
You gotta power through, brother. Power through.
Yeah, I played a Modown one year with food poisoning.
Ooh.
And it was an afternoon set.
Ugh.
So it was like 2:00 in the afternoon, probably like 85 degrees. and I have food poisoning. And of course, you got to wear pants on stage, of course. So I'm wearing pants on stage. It's 85 degrees. I have food poisoning, and it's mowed down, and it was very uncomfortable, but I made it through. Josh Dobbs let me borrow the fan. So thank you, Josh Dobbs.
I can almost smell that through the freaking phone.
Oh, but it smells gross.
That last one.
Hey, I got my choice. I want to hear that you can't love somebody without losing your heart, because that's probably the only collab solo I'll ever take. And then remind me never to take another collab solo. But it was a fun one. And I went back and listened. Somebody said,
wait a minute. We got to slow this down. Why would you never take another collab solo?
Well, because there's other sounds out there too to fool around
I'm not
with.
sure there is.
Collab, baby.
I'm not sure there is other sounds than the clavinet, Johnny. I don't like where this is going.
Maybe I should go listen to like a Billy Preston album, just to kind of get a better flavor of it or something.
Oh, dude, you gotta listen to that Bernie Worrell, dude. Any Bernie clav is just like the claviest.
Claviest.
Bernie Worrell. Oh, okay.
Or Neil Evans, dude. Neil Evans on the clav. Woo.
He wasn't playing when you met him.
All right.
So we got a question here from Skeeter. That's Pauly Pizzo. Have any of us ever forgotten what song we're playing when we've gone to a long jam? Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I forget what I ate 20 minutes ago, dude. Are you kidding me?
There's definitely.
I don't know.
It usually goes from a moment of panic to a moment of whatever, because there's nothing you can do about it.
I don't think it's happened in this band for me so much, but certainly with other bands, in the past, if like the jam extends to 30 minutes or something crazy, it's like, oh yeah, is there another section after this 15-minute jam we just did?
I mean, if we're jamming, forgetting the song doesn't matter as much, but the tough thing that happens to me a lot is forgetting the key. Because then I'll just be like, oh, I'll choose like a relative major or relative minor, and I'll change it. I'll be like, oh, now I'm in D, and it's like, but no, you're not. That whole thing was in B.
I don't gotta worry about that one.
Yeah, but then somebody else comes along and they're like, yeah, but that was cool. You were playing that. And it's like, yeah, it's because I got lost, didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah, but Miles says that sometimes the mistakes are the better part than you would have intended to play.
Oh well, I'm gonna trust.
Mistake is better than your intended part.
That's coming from the principle of living in the moment, which is the whole
yes.
Improvising.
Yes. I've been listening to all his stuff from the beginning of that era, but in a silent way, all the way up to the Tangia and all that stuff. Pangea.
I bet you have.
That's some of the good. Johnny's talking about electric Miles Davis albums starting.
Yeah, like I listened to like on the corner in headphones all the way through, and I thought this is undoubtedly the most far out Miles album ever, because that thing was like from outer space. I mean, it was way out near Neptune, man. Way out. I never heard of
how I'm a predictable guy, but then Johnny's listening to Miles Davis. That's pretty
tribute to Jack Johnson is like Mars or the asteroid belt. This was like Neptune.
That's good stuff. So that last pick, before I forget, is Keto's pick, and Keto, just off topic, but you've been watching a lot of Rush recently. Is that?
I mean, I'm always watching Rush.
I don't think it's a recent
world. Yeah, it's not recently. It's past, present, and future.
I'm just going to share this real quick with our viewers, then, just because this came up a bunch recently. I think it's probably the moment for this, since that was just Keto's pick.
Are we putting on some Rush?
Keto, I got a question. Can I go on YouTube and find Rush on that tour of Tom Sawyer that year?
Wait, hold on. Johnny, I couldn't hear you.
Hold up. This is for Keto.
Specials.
Yeah!
Oh God, there is no fucking drummer better than Neil Peart! It ain't easy being.
I gotta tell you, bro, that's one of my all-time favorite Family Guy scenes right there.
That is your spirit animal.
Yeah, that might be the number one best Family Guy scene in my opinion.
Your spirit animal is the Cheetos cheetah.
yeah, the fucking Cheeto.
But
guy.
it's the version of the Cheetos cheetah that listens to Neil Peart.
All right, so it's Johnny's pick now. So Johnny, for your pick, what are you picking?
Can't Love Somebody. We wrote the lyrics together, and we wanted that guy, like, he's trying to get the girl interested, but she's like been hurt before, and he does everything he possibly can do to get this girl to come over. And
story of my life, right, Kristen?
She's not quite gonna get. He doesn't get laid on this song. He doesn't get laid. But you would think by the jam that we have, he did get laid. So this question is left to ponder by all the philosophers and all the cynics.
So if the jam that night sucks, we know what happened. We know how the story ended.
No, but the jam is good, brother. The jam is good.
Sure, you want to play this instead of Radio Earth, because we also have Radio Earth on this.
No, this one, the jam is really funky and cool.
You let him do his pick, Jeremy.
I was hoping he was going to pick Radio Earth because that.
I know he was. I know.
Let him do his pick.
All right, here we go. Here's Can't Love Somebody.
Excellent.
Let me just get this. Make sure.
The last collab solo.
I'm super good at technology. No, I'm not.
You're smart.
Technology has not been on our side the last 2 times we've tried this.
But we are.
Technologies.
Oh wait, what's the timestamp on this, Keto?
I can check for you. 1 second.
Welcome to the Pink Show.
All right, we got some more music, and of course, Zillowalk coming up next. Thanks for being here, y'all. I heard a question. Those were original songs, sir. Yes. That's the answer. Oh, they're good. Thank you. I love to hear that. That is a win.
We'd have the birthday boy sing one right about now.
Right about now.
Little song about truth. You can't love somebody without losing your heart.
True. It's not gonna be happy. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's coming up later. All right, let's see if we can take it out to the asteroid belt at least. Come on, guys.
It's his birthday.
It's
Love somebody without losing your heart. That's for sure.
I just want to say before we start our banter, there was a lot of solid banter at the beginning of that, and I've been waiting to talk about it since that song started. But the song was great too, but the banter was amazing. I think you guys are all on mute.
Yeah, we're also muted. Yeah.
You guys are yelling on mute.
Not anymore.
What was up? What was up with the banter?
I just thought it was great. It's just so us. It's just
Classic
like the four
banter.
of, it's like the four of us talking right now. It's just classically us, you know.
That's good stuff.
One of my friends, Sean Slatter, who is probably watching right now, always requests
Right.
banter at every show. He requests
What
that.
did
He requests
What did he
banter
say?
at every show.
Request that.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It's like a
you
song
request
request.
what? I still don't.
Banter.
Banter. Oh, the thing we're talking about, of course.
That's how you know. You
Subject that matter.
Dude, maybe I'm just me, but that was the best one of the night, man.
Pretty tight.
I told you that was a good jam. There was this rumor going around like that was a bad jam, and we don't want to
There was a
play
rumor
that
going
whole song.
around.
Dude, I thought that was a bang-a-rang. There was so much funk just getting dropped.
I mean, I thought that was by no doubt. Like, Jeremy, you should just learn that solo note per note. And if you play that same solo every night, I will be happy till the end of time.
It was a dope solo.
Johnny,
Definitely a dope solo for sure.
That
Johnny.
was a fucking solo. It was so spontaneous. It was
Johnny.
like, wow.
to go back on a theme of the night, when I was watching the video, when you first hear Jeremy start to solo in that, you walk over to Jeremy and I walk over to Jeremy, and it's just the two of us surrounding Jeremy as he's like ripping the gnar. And it's just an amazing moment of that.
It's just good buddies lending support. Good buddies.
Well, we both walk over because we're like, damn, this is sick. And like, we always know that Jeremy's sick, you know, but it's nice when you can surprise.
Yeah, but he's always going to come through with the blazing solo, you know?
Well, you know, I mean, it's been a while. I will admit that. But, you know, I hear Jeremy a lot, you know.
I always remember.
So
I always remember as a kid seeing the guy go over and put the cape back over James Brown while he's there singing.
Did you ever see James Brown when you were a kid? Are you talking about on TV or in person?
You know, you just put your arm around him and like, yeah, man, rock that shit.
Johnny, are you talking about on TV or in person?
Yeah, on TV.
Oh, okay.
And you know, walk over to the other performer, you know, tell him, yeah, man, come on, let's do this.
That jam was better than I remembered, and yeah, especially you three guys. There were a lot of bass bombs, clav, and some funky drums. I was just along for the ride. I think the only thing we maybe missed the exit ramp by like 8 bars, but other than that, it was good. It was like
no. That was what was interesting.
Jeremy, down the highway and pull up anyways.
Yeah.
You suggested it by like, oh. You know, so you suggested that, and then we all knew, we better get back to planet Earth, and then we kind of came into it all together after you kind of cued it.
Yeah, no, I did.
You hear it on the jam, clearly.
It's kind of like when you're like, you know, drinking beers with your friends in the basement, and then your dad knocks on the door. And he's like,
yeah, he did that.
Yeah, he was like,
he did that.
We're playing a song here. You can't just be drinking beers.
You got to actually end this thing.
So thanks, Dad.
Yeah, Dad.
So are we keep going? Is it my pick?
It's your pick. I will say I probably got one more in me. If that's
wait. We all have to have a vote, but it's got to be, you know, Jeremy. It's got to be the thing with the weather. The weather song.
What?
You know, the pressure. The pressure.
Crap, I forgot about that.
Well, we could play that one, and we could play what I know Jeremy's going to pick anyways. We could do.
No, I forgot that nobody's picked that yet, though. That was.
Well, I'll allow 2 more, but know that you're making my dog splatter.
I think those 2 are fair.
Just
all
know
right.
that.
Those 2 are fair. Real quick, so just into keeping this tradition alive, I hope we're keeping everyone. I'm just going to share this because since that was Johnny's pick, here I got this queued up right here. Just bear with me for 1 second.
Are we doing your pick, which is the final? No,
I'm just doing the pre-clip cartoon. Here we go. So I'll be right back. We'll be right back.
Johnny's birthday.
Thousands of people have descended on South Park for a hippie music jam festival. The event is said to be the largest such gathering in the history of man. All right, welcome to Hippie Jam Fest 2005. So great to see so many people turn out to make an impact on the world. For too long, the corporations have fled the world of its wealth and resources. It is time for us to get to work and make the world a better place. And we're going to start right now. Oh man, I can't wait to see the look on those little Eichmann's faces when they hear this crunchy groove. Sharon,
I can't wait to see the look on these little Eichmann's faces when they hear this tasty groove.
I couldn't resist. All right, so
no good. I'm glad you did that.
Oh shit.
Hey,
I love how Trey looks pretty cool, but Paige has like a massive forehead, and Mike Gordon looks just like a stalker.
The jam.
Ben's got the Viking helmet on.
They got the little 1/4 groove that they kick into at the end.
I will admit though, when I hear that little jam that they made, I think
it's crunchy.
Yeah, crunchy.
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
I'm like, digging into my backpack for like a crystal to hold. You know?
All right.
Well, I got one more observation from the audience. My uncle who's watching in Brooklyn.
Oh yeah.
It says, Josh, you look like Mick Foley from the WWE.
Oh, that's another one. I've actually
Yeah.
gotten that one before.
All right, so it's not as
Who used
original
to
as
call
Rob
me? Somebody used to call me Mr. Foley. I forget. It's somebody in Boston, but yeah, I used to get that one a lot.
Zombie.
Dude, the best one that I ever got, which was a little embarrassing, but it was on Fantasy Tour on a really negative thread about one of my previous bands. It said that I look like skinny Dave Schools, which on one hand, somebody's calling me skinny, but on the other hand, Dave Schools is a very large man. So
For sure.
were they calling me skinny? I don't know.
I'm down with the Rob Zombie look, brother. It's good by me.
Dude, I'll take them all, man.
Yeah, why not, right? If I can be albino Spike Lee, you can be Rob Zombie.
Dude, albino Spike Lee. Oh my God, so good.
Crazy infomercial salesman.
Oh, I'm trying to find this. Oh yeah, I know what that is. I think this is it. All right, are we ready for this?
Let's do it up, brother.
Okay, so we're gonna do. Do I get one more pick, or what are we doing?
I'm cool. I just want you to know everything's cool. Just everything you do, you're holding Levon from peeing. Just know that. Just know. No, fine. Do whatever you want. I'll be here for 4 hours. It's your decision. It's your decision.
Do you want to show our viewers Levon since you mentioned him?
He was already up here a minute ago. Check this out. There's Kristen.
What up, Kristen?
What's up, guys?
Levon is.
Oh, he's passed out, man.
Oh,
Yeah, dude.
he's
He's not like a
dreaming.
light.
Oh,
Yes.
he heard his name. You bastard,
Oh.
Keto.
Oh, sorry.
You said his name.
Oh no, he's all excited now.
Nah, he's chill. He'll be fine.
All right. Well, we're gonna watch this barometric. I just want to point out that whether we get to it tonight or not, that the path paved with roses at the end of the show was maybe my all-time favorite of that. So for some reason, we're not playing it on this retrospective of the show that it was at, but that's cool. There was a lot of other fun stuff. We're gonna drop the barometric pressure because that was a really fun jam. So we're gonna do.
Are we rocking the jam only or the whole thing?
Well, I guess I could just rock the jam and then we could play the roses and end on that. Okay,
Yeah,
let's.
I think
Jam only because we haven't done that yet. That'd be
yeah,
All
the jam through the end of the song is a pretty good little section
Can
there.
you help me with a timestamp, Keita? Let me see if I can find it. Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
I got it right here for you. 51:49.
I got it.
That's for the start of the song though. So jam is probably 54, 55 in.
Johnny, you're on mute, buddy. Sorry, buddy, you're on mute.
All right, hold on. Here we go. I'm gonna get Johnny off mute. Sorry, Johnny, I had you muted. What would you say?
I was gonna say Keto does some really cool like effects from his arsenal over there near the drum set
The
that
arsenal.
are really cool. You'll hear him come in sometime during the event, and then I start joining in with the attack of the Star Wars laser thing.
Yeah, I got pretty
So-
deep in the delay and reverb on the lasers and weird percussive sounds on this one. It was a fun one.
Yeah. It was good, man. We had to get that. Then brought in the Middle Eastern melody that Mike
Yes,
clinched.
yes. I'm a big fan of that one.
Yeah,
I don't know where that came from. It just happened by spontaneous.
It made the
like-
jam though. This is actually the most Star Wars jam of the night, I think, right here.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, would
Like,
you say it's more? Is it more Jedi or Sith?
I think it's pretty
Yeah.
Sith, bro. It's definitely Sith.
First
Uh,
off,
My personal opinion.
It's definitely the dark side.
so
Yeah,
you,
definitely Dark Side Jam.
Yeah.
that would
Dark
be the
side
Sith. That would be the Sith.
Right. It's a sick Sith.
all right, hold on. Get queuing this
We'll
up.
put out just the jam, like as a single, just the jam, not the song.
That's a good title
And that
for
will be our single.
that's a good title for the release too.
Dark Side
Just the
Jam.
Parentheses, just the jam. In
No breath.
brackets, Sith version.
Right. It'll be like Dark Side Jam.
No, what you can
Right?
do is take that and submit it.
just the jam, no crust.
We should edit that. We're gonna do that. Wait, folks, it's coming. The Sith Jam.
Okay, here we go. Oh, hold on.
Yeah!
Gave it away.
Anybody, Jeremy?
I gave it away.
Good surprise.
All right. All right. All right, you're gonna notice a little bit of similarity in this upcoming day. Here we go for real. We're gonna go for reals. Here we go. Dropping. It's somewhere towards the end of the song. Oh no. What did I do with it? Oh, there it is. There it is. Here we go. And there it is. And we're sharing.
That's just my go-to yell. Sorry. That
Now it's becoming mine too, yo.
dude, I'm so sorry.
You've yeah, never mind.
No, there's so
I'll
many
leave it for the
people,
proper
there's so many people that I've just ruined the way they speak, and I feel horrible. I actually have a friend from Canada who's always just so confused by the words I say. He's like, "Saw, what does that mean?"
I asked that.
Yeah, Michelle said.
I know. I remember that, Michelle. I love that moment.
That was cool.
What happened to Memphis Mark?
I don't know, but Zach, Uncle Whack is on.
Oh, Uncle Whack is on.
What up, Uncle Whack?
What up,
How you
Uncle?
doing, Uncle Whack?
Uncle
Yo,
Whack.
if you guys want to play some more, I'm totally down. I have nowhere to be.
You say we do one more. We
Yeah.
close it out with that roses
Yeah,
we're all talking
totally.
about.
Get the roses on. That's been.
I
that's-
feel bad being the negative Nancy. It's like not like I actually have anything.
Yeah, hey, don't diss Nancy. Nate.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
Johnny's mom.
yes, yeah, that's my mom's name.
Sorry, Nancy.
Damn.
That was so, Johnny. You have a lick that you know if you play is gonna make Josh happy.
Oh, well, this lick is like this lick is like when we got our first male buck rabbit in the living, and he was so freaking horny. Michelle would come in, he see her bare legs, and she's sitting at the toilet, and he would come running across the floor, and he would come before he even got to her, and then he would go, oh, and he lick up his own cum.
Oh,
Johnny, it's a family
I
program.
would go, and
Yeah.
I just hear,
Yeah.
I hear from the bedroom this horrifying scream. Ah!
So,
it is a rabbit, folks, but it is a family program. But this is what I'm confused about. The whole story.
And-
How does
but
that
look,
rabbit
look,
remind
look,
you
look,
of
look,
me?
look.
How am I like
Out
this
of the-
rabbit?
listen. Out of shit comes a rose, right? And that
Yeah, somebody
rose
just go with
is the love and the romance that happens between two people who are not from the same background. They're you know, their parents are going to disagree about this marriage.
What
They're
are you
gonna
talking about?
they're gonna hate this marriage, but it perseveres, and they walk down this path of roses, and
Oh, he's talking
they
about the
make
song.
it. They
I
make
see
it.
where he's going now, but there were so many points.
That was the most insane segue I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah,
I know that was
Oh,
so
you're the one to blame because you got me into this Ozark thing. Well, they're crazy over there.
So, just real quick,
Hilarious.
I
Man.
will take full blame for what just happened because it was hilarious.
well, could explain to our
It's Keto's fault because he got me into Ozark, and anything can happen.
Oh, it's Guido's fault.
Hey,
All right,
man, it's
that's
always
cool.
my fault, man. I'll take it.
So Johnny's talking about his pet rabbit, and he's had a series of pet rabbits, and we've learned a lot about them. Mostly that the males are bucks and the females are does. We've talked.
Yes.
Streams.
Dude, now both of our streams have a dedicated rabbit section. It's
But
incredible.
we've all learned something tonight, which is that I didn't know that they did what you just described. So that's that's beyond like nature.
God.
Wow, bucks are very excitable, and does are very bitchy.
That's like nature after dark. That's like the level.
I think Johnny should host a nature rabbit show. After dark. It's got to be after dark, though.
Yeah.
It's definitely
After
R-rated.
dark,
Dude,
R for rabbit.
this will definitely be an R-rated
with a
show.
Miles theme to it. So
Bringing the miles into the rabbit conversation.
after,
So
after
incredible.
midnight.
So all right, we're gonna play this last. I gotta find it.
This was our show closer for the evening, as it often is.
Yes.
1 hour and 21 minutes in, brother.
I got you. All right, here we go. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Thanks to everybody for watching. If you have any more
Yeah,
questions,
some people posted, what the fuck, after that one.
I love it. They posted what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
for the night. His heart was forever rising like a searchlight in the sky. She was born into luxury on the opposite side of town. He sees through the trees in the moonlight, only what she shows him. And she said, all right, come on, I'll really show you something. It's down on Fifth Avenue. And she led him away on a map that's paved with roses. She said, I don't mind if we get lost until tomorrow. Maybe somewhere far away, where petals fall like snow. Down the path.
heady.
Pretty dope roses there.
I tried my very best to say something other than saw at the end.
Ah,
That was a lot of fun. That was good stuff.
Dude, you know what's the most fun of that? I don't know if
hi to cousin Mark.
what up, Mark? I don't know what the people see at home, but
he,
did the
he
people
loved
see-
the horny rabbit story.
Oh, did he?
My cousin Mark always wanted to be a bass player. And he
Oh,
would
Mark
love
sounds like
bass.
the
He would
man.
love you, Josh. And you're from
Sounds
the
like- he
same
sounds
tribe,
like
of
the man.
course.
You're from the same as cousin Mark.
I don't know. I want to get this out because I feel like it's important. I don't know what the viewers at home see, but if you guys could have seen what Johnny was doing during that Jeremy guitar solo, I mean, that
I
air
was
guitar,
in Jeremy.
That was
dude,
pretty
that air guitar was like next level.
tough. That was pretty tough.
No, is that how he looks when he plays?
I consider myself a pretty good air guitar player, but I think that might have topped me.
Dude,
Really?
me too.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Is like I'm pretty good at air guitar, like not the best, but like that was something special.
So the viewers at home, I've been trying to get this so that you can see all four of us when the show is playing, but for some reason, I've tried absolutely everything. Gallery settings, it will only show Johnny. But in that instant,
Oh, no.
Oh,
Oh, I could have been doing so much more
Oh,
weird
weird.
stuff.
I see Jeremy on my computer, but I see I see Johnny on my computer, but Jeremy on my phone.
right.
Oh,
I
you
was
see
trying
Jeremy on
so
your
hard
phone.
to not like
But Johnny
scratch weird or like pick my nose, but now I realize I could have been picking the whole time.
Hey man,
Yeah.
have at it. Anything you want.
Before we say goodbye to everybody and thank everybody, hold on. Where the heck? Wait, where did you guys go? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
There.
we're still here.
Yeah, I hear you.
What?
All right, you got me. So before we say goodbye, I got one last clip. Here we go. And I just want to play this because I'm never going to watch this the same
But
again.
and we are going to do in a couple of weeks the thing where we're all playing, right?
Yeah, well, we can't wait to do our next thing, whatever it's going to be. Hopefully we'll get together from not too long from now. We obviously don't know yet, but that we cannot wait. We're going to be streaming for you as a band, and we're going to be recording an album.
Yeah.
As soon as we can, but we're going to try to do some other stuff in the meantime. But yeah, hold on here. Let me play this clip, and then we'll say.
All right.
So this is something I'll never see the same again after what you said tonight.
All right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Oh, we're not done. Hold on. Dude.
Twitter faded.
Hello.
Anyway, sorry, I had to
That'll,
do
that'll
that.
do it. That'll definitely do it.
That'll definitely do it.
Man, that was great, Jeremy. To bring out those old musicians who are just as talented as we are and doing just as hard pieces of music that they were playing. That isn't easy stuff to play.
That was a scene from Bambi, Johnny. I don't know if Michelle told you.
Really? Well, I don't know. I
That was-
thought the interpretation was like, wow, these musicians.
No, we were watching that because it has to do with rabbits, and apparently we're like
He
a
didn't see the
we're like a
video.
rabbit.
Oh, I
band
couldn't
now.
see the video. I couldn't see the video. I'm going like, oh, listen to that clarinet.
We're like a rabbit band now, as Josh said. So what are you gonna do?
We
We're
like rabbits.
dirty rabbits.
Rabbit
Oh,
enthusiasts.
Oh,
We
you
have
guys
a great-
like horny
we have
rabbits?
a great rabbit story.
What? We don't trust
We have
you.
a great
We'll
rabbit.
We'll save
Yeah,
our
let's
rabbit.
save that
stuff
one. We've
for
had
next
plenty of rabbit stories for the evening, I think.
time. All right. Well, to wrap it up, I just want to say I miss you guys.
I
Um,
miss you too, man. Can't wait to play
We thought
again.
of some, are we still online?
yeah,
we're-
We're still
signing
going.
off.
We want to tell you, we think that like when New York allows people to sit in a restaurant socially distanced, then we can rehearse.
right. Once
Or if you want to do a live thing, maybe we could rent a studio the same size as ours, but we don't have to live there.
Yeah.
And you can sing and breathe all over it you want.
Yeah, we'll figure it all out. We gotta put safety above everything else, right? Of course. So
Safety first, then teamwork.
No,
We-
but
we-
we're
guys-
mad. for
Anyway, love you guys.
Love you guys.
And this
Love
has
you
been
guys.
a
Love
great
everyone.
time. I had such a good time tonight.
gotta shout out all the people that tuned in to watch tonight. Really appreciate it. A lot of my family
Thank
was
you.
watching.
Thank you,
Thank
Pete.
you.
Awesome.
All right, Rob Zombie out.
All right.